The Flyers win it in, you guessed it, overtime, beating the St. Louis Blues 3-2. Welcome to Postgame Live, presented by Cure Auto Insurance. Al Morganti, Scott Hartnell, Ashlyn Sullivan here with you. And at this point in the Flyers season, 9 overtime games and 19 games. This is like a movie script. You start from behind. They now also lead the league in comeback wins. So you heard Bush say, yeah, fast starts would be great, but who needs them?
Yeah, don't doubt it.
No, they'd be nice, but it was never leave the game. I mean, it's crazy how many overtimes they've had and the amount of action that's taking place. I mean, this game could have been won or lost like a dozen times. And if you're trying to do the 3 stars in this, I mean, you got a dozen to choose from.
Yeah, kind of, for me, somewhat of a boring game the first 38 minutes, right? And then Abels gets the one late in the second period as well. Tyson Forster with a one-timer. We all talk about a shot. It was on display tonight. He could have had a couple as well, Ashlyn. And just for me, just the speed of the Flyers. I wanted the defensemen to be in the play tonight. They were all over the place, and then Sanheim finished it off in overtime using his wheels, his speed, and then that shot top corner. That was pretty nasty.
That was a heck of a rush that he had. I mean, when JJ says turbocharge, well, Sanheim's got that turbocharger too. He was flying in on that, and the defense was active throughout. You mentioned Andre; he just had a terrific game, but from goaltender out, nobody quit on the game, and they had chance after chance. And probably thought, oh, there's no way he can win after Konechny misses an open. That doesn't matter. They're going to make a great play and come back.
He just wanted the assist, right? In overtime, right? He didn't want to put in the empty net. But, all joking aside, it was a really good 22 minutes. They just got to kind of extend that to play some really good hockey.
Yes, and especially when you look at this PA lottery winning moment of the game, and Travis Sanheim, the overtime winner. And very cool for him to get rewarded for this moment, because this is a guy who has showed up every single minute of the season so far, Al.
Yeah, he's the Team Canada lock. I mean, the way he's been playing. I mean, he's just
that goal did.
Oh, yeah. Really? I mean, this rush to just come in, and I think it was Bush that mentioned he's not. There's no way he's passing. He is just flying in, and he just gets toned. Nice play there by Konechny, and Sanheim said it was supposed to rim around a little bit harder, but makes a great play on it. And just going to take it himself. Yeah,
everything happens for a reason, and his wheels, right? They're elite, and the minutes you talked about, the minutes that he's playing a ton of minutes every single night, right? And this is in overtime. Legs are probably a little tired, but a little extra juice there. The shot impeccable, and Team Canada. You're going to have a heck of a defenseman right there, hopefully winning Olympic gold.
Yeah, how many times have we said it?
Come on,
carried away.
No, yeah, not right now, please. We still have a long way to go. But how many times have we been in that exact same situation so far this season where, say, Travis Sanheim does pass it to Coots and then it doesn't end up working out? You're like, just like take it upon yourself to be a little more selfish in a good way and shoot it. That was the perfect example, I thought, of that.
You're bang on there, Ashlyn. Being selfish, shooting that puck, you pass that. Coots is on his backhand there as well. He had his backhand showing for the backdoor tap-in, if you will, and great thing he did shoot that. It's going to bounce off his stick, go in the corner, then you're in a shootout. Who knows what's going to happen there? But Al, just they had that shooting mentality tonight, I think from the backhand as well, and everyone was at the net as well, too. So good action and a great result.
Yeah, and Sanheim's turned into a real leader. And a confident player because of frankly, the way he's played makes him a confident player. He really trusts his wheels, trusts his shot now, and I don't think anybody was hoping that pass went over. It's like, he's just going to bull his way right through here.
And the trade that never happened, right?
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, Torrey Krug, his career is over, a great career, but things could have been a lot different if Krug said, yes, I'll come to Philadelphia. We're glad to have Sammy.
Yes, we are, and things could have been a lot different in this game if Emil Andre didn't play the way he did, especially in overtime in the third period. There were so many instances in this game where you play and the Blues win this game.
The tired bodies out there, and the puck's right around that crease. Look at him go down and selling out his body there to make that save for Vladar, and that's what you want for a young kid, kind of trying to make his name in the NHL, Al, doing stuff like that. And there's going to be a lot of teams want a guy like this.
Yeah, I said in the last game, if I was his agent, I'd be banging on the door. Get this
knock.
Get this contract done. Keep him here. Every time he gets a chance, he makes things happen. Yes, there's been some mistakes. He's still learning. It's a tough position to learn in the NHL. But boy, he forces plays and he makes things happen. And I think when him on the ice, he connects with the forwards very, very well.
Yeah, he's got the speed. He's not the biggest body, like you said, but he uses his body, to kind of defend guys, keep guys away from that net, and then his passing is on an elite level too.
Yeah, really impressive stuff from Emil Andre, as well as just the Flyers defense as a whole. That includes Nick Seeler as we go downstairs to the Flyers locker room to hear from Seeler.
We were getting shots from that first. I'm not sure what the shots were, but we all had a feeling that it was going to come. So obviously Abe's got us going there with a really nice shot, and I thought our forecheck was outstanding in the third, and we really put a lot of pressure on them, and you could just feel it coming. So another resilient win for us, and just need to build on it and continue to work at those first period starts.
You showed that resilience more this year. What is it about this team right now to be able to do that? How good is that they'll know that you can do that time and again?
Yeah, obviously we don't want to be doing that. If we don't have to, we want to be out in front, and especially in front of our fans. We want to have the lead and stay with the lead. So, it's great to be resilient, but we need to, continue to build off those first periods and get a little better.
You hear it there, building off those first periods. It was talked about all week long. All the Flyers practices have a better start, and you saw it here tonight. They did not have a better start. It's truthfully, it's a lot similar to what we talked about with the Eagles. Can you actually win with this defense playing so well and the offense not playing well? Can you actually win this Flyers way of always coming back and just completely forgetting about the first period?
Well, they're called the comeback kids for a reason now. They're doing it, right? And they're making a habit of it. I'm not sure if it's sustainable throughout the whole season, but they're aware of it, Al. They talk about it until they're blue in the face, but now they need to see some action.
And the number one reason is the goaltender, because you get behind and you put your goaltender in a position where I can't make a mistake to get this team to be able to just get that one goal to get you the life that you need to come back. And he didn't make a mistake. He made some remarkable saves here. And if it wasn't for him, his ability to play like that, those first periods they had would be deadly.
Yeah, you're starting to think with Dan Vladar, the whole season would be different if he's not playing the way he is. We're going to talk more about that. Toyota, your local tri-state Toyota dealers. Tyson Forrester tying this game up, a guy that has been really trying to get back on the score sheet, but we know when he's clicking out, he's dangerous. Oh,
absolutely. That shot is just deadly when he gets it. They missed him so much when he was out of the lineup. He comes back in, and this is where you're starting to think, is it going to happen for the Flyers? They're getting in closer, man. And there's that 36 making a great play.
Yeah, second effort there by TK right in front of the net, right there. Here he tries that one on his knees, gets it back to the defenseman, and Andre, like I said, he had a heck of a game, and that shot is lethal, Al. Look at this.
Right there, just a beautiful shot, and there's Kate's taking the goaltender's eyes in front of him.
Yeah, everything you wanted to see from a coach, right, who's been harping net front presence, the hard ice. Look at TK going in there battling. Andre, great pass right in the wheelhouse of Forrester, and what a release there. What a hammer that was.
Yeah, and that's Drysdale with them, with the Andre. They kind of switched things up a little bit, and man, they made some things happen.
Yep.
It's got to be exciting when those two are on the ice.
That's what you like to see from Tyson Forrester. And how about Dan Vladar as well? We talked about it in the last segment. When you think about it, how different this season could be if Dan Vladar does not get traded here to the Flyers, brought on what we thought was a backup, now definitely the starter for this team. It's been crazy how different the season could go without him.
I think, 6 or 7 games, he's let in just 2 goals, right? And this is right off the hop here, first shift, point blank chance there, and he's standing tall. I said the word leaky. Some goalies get a little holy, if you will, and goes in that short side. He's there kind of on that post, so great stuff there. But can't say enough good things about Dan Vladar, and he's been probably their best player, most consistent player as well.
Yeah, there he goes, making a save on a breakaway, and that really could have opened things up in that first period there. He's really, and I like his battle in the blue paint when things are going on, because they had a lot of stuff going on right in front of him. Sometimes no stick, whatever it takes to kind of jump in and make that save.
Yeah, I love how he follows it with his head, right? You can see him kind of look around that pile, and there's the battle that he has that's, it's contagious, right? They're shooting on this guy in practice, right? And they see him battle like that. They get better offensively as well, too. So, and this is Andre, the nice block here at the end of the game. 3 minutes to go. What a play there.
Yeah, I think Vladar owes Andre for that one. I think he'll give him a lot of credit for making that save, because that was terrific in front of him. And he really has become like the go-to the savior for them once they get behind in the game. He has to be the guy, and he stood up to virtually everything. And we know Erson's good in the shootouts and in overtime, and this guy's been the equal.
Yeah, Dan Vladar, an awesome mask as well for Hockey Fights Cancer. Nice, cool stuff there as we go back downstairs to the Flyers locker room to hear from Dan Vladar.
After that 2-0 deficit, just how much are you focused on trying to keep the game within reach for your guys?
I mean, from my side, I wasn't happy with the start. Just fell a little bit off, but as the game went on, I started to feel a little bit better. But I think since the get-go, we played a pretty good game. I think our start was better. Obviously, when you're down to nothing, you got basically nothing to lose. And you're gonna keep getting scored on, or you're gonna do what we did. So really proud of the guys in front of me, and obviously those 2 points are huge. So got to keep going.
Does the fact that you guys, even in this early part of the year, have come back a lot, does that build confidence on the bench? I know you come by the bench a lot to give people encouragement, but do you get that feeling in the room that you guys never feel like you're out of it?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we got a bunch of guys in here that are hungry to win, so obviously that helps. So as I said, really proud of the group.
Dan, the play, I think Emil Andre was in front of you on the one goal where I think it's 2-2 and Emil Andre makes him look a defensive play. Did you notice that?
Oh yeah. A great player, and you can really tell that he really wants to be here, and I think that he's showing that he's a regular guy, and he can play a lot of minutes and really good hockey in this league. So really good for him, and I probably owe him some steak for sure.
Dan Vladar there, you got to love the start of his locker room sessions there, that he always wears it on himself, that I could have been better, I could have had a better start. When really you could have totally turned it, hey, some goals would help in the first period, but he's going to wear it.
You could be better. You could be better.
Oh, I can always be
Not me. I'm always good. No, yeah, very humble guy. You just love his attitude, right? The smile on his face. He's looking around. There's no more question. Am I done here? Can I go take a shower? So just a real good kid and a great attitude.
I like that he brings the teammates in all the time. Great save by so-and-so. Every game, it's giving it. And even Ersson, when he mentions the team, he always includes him in everything. So goalies can be different. This guy seems like a real good teammate.
A team guy, right? Team first, not about the stats, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, sure, it's to have a .931 save percentage, whatever it was, but really cares about the team and the wins.
We are back with our Granite Run Buick GMC play of the game. Rodrigo Alves opening up the scoring here for the Flyers. His first goal of the season, but more importantly, got the Flyers back in this game now.
Absolutely. This is a terrific play. Zegras on the boards, just moving it across. And watch this, Scott. This pass from behind the net by Tocchet.
Elite. Elite. And we're kind of wondering when this fourth line is going to kind of chip in. I know Zegras and Tippett were out there, extended shift, but nice to see the fourth line get a goal, right? Davos around the net. He had 4 or 5 shots before he made this one far aside. But yeah, the hard work of Zegras especially, then the pass right here, Tippy, and then the Barry. Right?
Yeah, that fourth line, the fourth line, not with Zegras, but the real fourth line, I think they started the period, had some physicality going, so I think it was just a case of, we got these guys going tonight, we're going to use them.
Yeah, mixing it up too. At the end of the second or whatever it was, there's that little kind of brouhaha, getting the fans into it, if you will, so it's nice to have that energy from the fourth line.
Yes, it was. The Flyers with a big win here in overtime, and now let's go downstairs to the Flyers locker room to hear from Rick Tocchet.
Rick, I know maybe it wasn't the best start again, but how much did you like the team's resolve to stay in it and come back?
Yeah, just a couple of missed passes. I don't know it was that bad of a start. I know the optics look. It's just you make a bad pass or something. That's when it looks bad. But overall, I didn't think it was that bad. But I obviously like the resolve of the guys being down 2-0.
You bump Emil Andre up to play with Jamie Drysdale in the second period, and he kind of rewards you with a bunch of really good plays in the third. I guess, what did you see to want you to give him that look, and how did you like his response?
Yeah, no, I was talking to Todd after the first. I said, let's make the switch here. I just felt, Emil was, he's been playing pretty good for us, right? And he's one of our better guys that goes back and wheels the puck and makes an outlet pass. Even on the blue line, faking, juking players and stuff like that. So, keep working with him, and, he'll get some more ice time.
You see the desperation, too. There were about 3 minutes left. He's sort of diving in front of Dan and saving a goal, frankly.
Yeah, but he gets up, didn't quit, right? That's what we need. More guys doing that, a little desperate. It's good.
Rodrigo Alves got his first goal of the season. It seemed like his line really had some jump tonight.
Yeah, we talked yesterday around the ice. Just when that line, fourth lines especially have to play predictable. When everybody knows where the puck is going, you watch. They were on the forecheck. They were connected, right? I think in the past they were a little too wide. One guy would go in, the other guy's going the other. Like it just seemed like tonight they were connected, more predictable. And there's some big shifts there for us when the game could have went the other way, and they regained the momentum for us. They did a nice job.
Did you feel like the forwards were playing with enough jam and intensity in their game throughout the course of that game?
You know, I think, you know, one of the biggest things for us here is we got to work on our wall work and puck possession touches. Like that's, you know, I'm not ripping the players or nothing. It's just we have to get better if we get to the next level. So that's something on the coaches. We got to work with it every day. We were just talking this week where we have to do more drills where you got to be able to handle a puck under pressure, touch it. I think we're not there yet. Like, you know, you look at other teams like the Vegas, the world, and the Dallases. They got bigger guys and they know how to handle things. But we can get that. We can get better at it. We got to teach it. Better body position, things like that. But it's been better. It's been, you know, it's getting better every game. So I you know, give the players credit. They're trying to buy into it.
Going back to the fourth line for a second,
Yeah.
you know, it's no secret that they've, you know, you're not necessarily looking for them to get a ton of goals, but it's no secret they struggled to score.
Right.
I guess, you know, they have a strong game tonight. Were you, before tonight, like reaching the point where maybe, you know, some changes were going to have to be made, and is this the kind of game that can kind of stave that off for a while?
Yeah, no, it's we got to, yeah, it's my job to find you know, who's connected and who can play together, you know. But like I said, it's still early, and I like the response that they did. But yeah, when things don't go well, you got to make changes. But I felt that, you know, talking to them yesterday, that they deserved a chance to go out there and play together.
You talked about the 4 days off, the 2 practices, 2 video sessions. Overall, were you pleased with how they responded?
Well, I thought we were a little more aggressive. The D standing up. Yeah, we got burnt a couple of times. It was more of, I don't know, I think we fell a couple of times, but I don't care. I want the attitude of staying up. Like, you know, if we get burnt once in a while, I can live with it. I just can't live with backing up. You know, with that's something we do. You know, every once in a while you're going to back up. It happens. But I think I'd rather us be more aggressive if we have numbers. If a guy falls, he falls. What are you going to do? But I think it's important that we have that mentality.
Thanks.
Well, those 2 buzzwords there, puck possession and backing up into a play, that's not going away anytime soon now.
No, we saw it at practice, and I like when a coach will come out publicly and say, look, if we make mistakes in this, we make mistakes, but that's the way we have to play.
Yeah, the D were on their toes, so I love that. You got to be going.
Yeah, and that's definitely the case here in this Flyers win.